my dear 6th class students. Welcome to our online classes. Today now we are going to continue with our subject English. This is Nisha Ajesh. We have already completed 2 lessons in English, and the first lesson was a story. The name of the story was Traveling with the Grandfather Zoo. And the second lesson we have learned My Sheep is Being Sheepish. Okay, now let's move to the third lesson. The name of the third lesson is Prithviraj Chauhan the Valiant. Okay, name of the third lesson is Prithviraj Chauhan the Valiant. Okay, if you have textbook, you can look into the textbook. This is the first page, and here are given the pictures of some people. I hope you have studied about all of these people in your social studies class. Okay, so I think that you can identify each one of them. If you have textbook, take your textbook and go to this page and identify these people from your textbook and write their names below the space given. Okay, now let's read and study about this story of Prithviraj Chauhan. Okay, we are studying about the king and the kingdoms and dynasty, all about in our social studies class. So I hope you are familiar with all these names and the dynasty even too. So now let's study portion such like a story in this English class. So let's start reading. The first paragraph I am going to read for you, and then after reading I will explain the first paragraph for you. Okay, Prithviraj Chauhan was the king of the Chauhan dynasty, who ruled extended to parts of present-day Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, and some other parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. He is also hailed as the last Rajput king to have ruled Delhi. He ruled from his twin capital at Delhi and Ajmer. His fast rise caught the envy of the then powerful ruler of Kannauj, Jayachandra Jahadwala, and there was a lot of ill feeling between the two. Okay, so I have already told that you might have already heard the name of Prithviraj Chauhan dynasty in your other classes, or you will study in your higher classes. Okay, this is the such as social studies. Okay, now in English this is given as a story. The first paragraph I read is Prithviraj Chauhan was a king of Chauhan dynasty, and he ruled Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, and some other part of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Nowadays, these places are known as Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Delhi. Okay, he ruled in all those places, and he held the last Rajput king. He was the last Prithviraj Chauhan was the last Rajput king, and he ruled in Delhi, and also he had a twin capital. Twin capital means 2 capitals he had, but one is in Delhi and another one is in Ajmer. Okay, his fast rising caught the envy of the powerful ruler of Kannauj and Jayachandra Jahadwala, and there was a lot of ill feeling between two. That means the Prithviraj Chauhan's dynasty was a good dynasty, and it grown very fastly. It became very famous, and automatically we know that if somebody is becoming good or somebody is becoming fertilized, prosper, people usually get jealous on them, isn't it so? Like we also, as we are students, if somebody is studying well, sometimes we feel jealous on them, isn't it? So such as the people became enemy of this dynasty, Prithviraj Chauhan's dynasty. Let's see what happened in the upcoming. Now, Jayachandra had a daughter. His name is Samyukta, who was famed for her beauty. According to the legend, a painter from Prithviraj's court, Pana Rai, once visited Kannauj and showed his painting of Prithviraj Chauhan to the princess. Samyukta had heard many stories of his valor and was secretly in love with him. Panarai, upon returning to Prithviraj's court, painted Samyukta portrait and showed to Prithviraj. Prithviraj say, such a beauty, surely she must be more beautiful in person. He thought to himself, needless to say, he too was smitten. Okay, now see this Jayachandra and Prithviraj Chauhan has an envy in between them. That means Jayachandra had an envy and means jealous in his mind to the Prithviraj Chauhan. Now what happened? Jayachandra had a beautiful daughter. Okay, he had a daughter and she was so beautiful and her name was Samyukta. Okay, Samyukta now, Samyukta was very famous for her beauty. That means she was very beautiful and all the people known her for his beautiness. Okay, according to the legend, a painter, one of the painter from Prithviraj Chauhan's court went to the Jayachandra's court. Okay, one of the painter from Prithviraj Chauhan's court went to Jayachandra's court and visited the Kanauj dynasty. Jayachandra dynasty was a Kanauj dynasty and this painter visited there and this painter showed the picture which is drawn by the Prithviraj Chauhan to Suganya. Okay, Suganya is the daughter of Jayachandra and to the daughter of Jayachandra, Suganya, this painter shown the pictures of the beautiful pictures of the Prithviraj Chauhan. Now this girl saw the picture and she fell in love with him and also at the same time she had heard so many stories about this king and she mentally she fell in love with this king. Okay, and now this painter returned from Suganya and to the Prithviraj Chauhan and he just showed a picture of Suganya to him, to Prithviraj Chauhan, which means a painter from Prithviraj Chauhan's court went to the Suganya. Suganya is a daughter of Jayachandra, the king of Kanauj dynasty. Okay, so the painter met the beautiful daughter and shown the picture of the Prithviraj Chauhan to this Suganya. Suganya saw the picture and she fell in love with the Prithviraj Chauhan, the king. Okay, when the painter returned back to the Prithviraj Chauhan and he also shown the picture of Suganya to the Prithviraj Chauhan. Okay, Prithviraj Chauhan at once when he saw the picture of Suganya, he said that, such a beautiful, she is so beautiful. Prithviraj said that she is so beautiful and I know that, I am sure that she is more beauty in her in person. That means outward appearance, by looking she is so beautiful and I am sure that she will be more beautiful in her character also. So without saying, automatically he also smitten. Smitten means deeply attracted to her and he was very attracted to this girl also, which means they both fell in love with each of them secretly. Okay, let's see what happened in the next paragraph. Jayachandra wanted to assert his supremacy over the other Rajput kings and hence decided to a Rajasuya yajna. Prithviraj, however, refused to accept Jayachandra's supremacy and this marked the beginning of their enmity. Okay. Assert, prove forcefully. That assert means prove forcefully. Okay, now Jayachandra wanted to show his supremacy to other kings. That means Jayachandra wanted to show that about him and about his supremacy, about his whatever he has. So he wanted to show to the other Rajput kings and he arranged a Rajasuya yajna. Rajasuya yajna means here is a meaning given, a sacrifice performed by the ancient kings of India who considered themselves powerful enough to be an emperor. Okay, so the Rajasuya yajna was a sacrifice that in olden days ancient Indian kings did to prove themselves to their powerfulness, to show them they are powerful. To show them they are powerful. So the Prithviraj, so now the Jayachandra arranged, wanted to see his assert supremacy and he wanted to show to other people and so he decided to do a Rajasuya. Okay. Rajasuya yajna. Now Prithviraj was actually did not accept, refused to accept and that made more enmity in between them. Okay, there was a jealous in the mind of Jayachandra on Prithviraj, but now it is increased, became under enmity. So then the next paragraph, when Jayachandra learned about the secret feeling that his daughter and Prithviraj shared of each other, he decided to arrange a Swayamvara, an ancient Hindu ceremony where a bride can select her husband from the assembled princes by placing a garland around the neck of anyone she chose to and became his queen. He sent an invite to all the kings except Prithviraj. To add to the insult, he ordered, let the statue of Prithviraj be made and be installed at the gate in the place of a doorman. Okay, now what happened? They both are enemies, isn't it? Prithviraj Chauhan and this Jayachandra are enemies. Now, Prithviraj Chauhan came to know about the secret love of this. The Jayachandra came to know about the secret love of Prithviraj and Suganya. Okay, now this man does not want his daughter to marry Prithviraj Chauhan because they are enemies. That will be an insult for this Jayachandra. Okay, now Jayachandra arranged a Swayamvara for her, his daughter. That means Swayamvara means it's an olden days ceremony. I think you might have heard about this. This is an olden days marriage ceremony. If there is a princess, then all the princes or prince of those countries and different countries would be invited to this ceremony, and all the prince will stand in front of this princess, and the princess would be given a garland in her hands. She would have a garland in her hand, and the princess can choose any of them. Okay, there may be 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 and maybe hundreds of princes may be there. Now the princess can choose any one of them whom she wished. Okay, and if she garland on that man, if she put a garland on that man, so she can marry. It is considered as that she married that person. Okay, so choice. Not nowadays people are you will go and find a girl and you have to make an engagement with her and you can marry only that girl. No, that was an optional marriage ceremony. So many princes will stand in front of the princess and anyone, she can choose anyone which she like. Okay, so now this Jayachandra also arranged a Swayamvara ceremony for her. For his daughter. Okay, now he invited all the kings whomever he knows. He invited all the kings and except the Prithviraj. He did not invite the Prithviraj Chauhan because he already know the secret love in between the Prithviraj Chauhan and Suganya. Okay, now the Suganya Swayamvara is going to take place and all the kings are invited. So at the same time, he did not invite the Prithviraj Chauhan, and also he insulted such as he ordered to his people to make a statue of Prithviraj Chauhan and install the statue in front of the gate door in the place of a gate man. Okay, so he does not invite the Prithviraj Chauhan, and he made a statue of Prithviraj Chauhan and installed the statue in front of the gate as a gatekeeper. Okay, let's look into the other paragraph. But Suganya had already made up her mind to marry Prithviraj. When she came to know that he was not on the list of invitees, she was devastated and thought, this cannot be. I will marry no other but him. I must find a way of alerting him. She then decided to write him a letter expressing her desire to marry him. Prithviraj readily accepted it and promised to come to the Swayamvara. Next paragraph. Suganya walked down to a side where the royals had assembled and bypassed all of them only to reach the door and garland the statue of Prithviraj as a doorman. The assemblage was stunned at this brash act of hers, but what stunned them and her father Jayachandra was the next thing that happened. Okay, now the day of Swayamvara has come, and already the statue of Prithviraj Chauhan was made and installed at the gate, and all other kings are assembled there. And now the Suganya already came to know about this news that was the Prithviraj Chauhan was rejected to this ceremony, and she thought of writing a letter to Prithviraj Chauhan. She wrote a letter to Prithviraj Chauhan and sent it to him, and she expressed her desire to marry him, and Prithviraj Chauhan also was ready to marry her, and he said that I will arrange a way to resist this. Okay, now the day of Swayamvara has come. The bride is ready now. She dressed up very well as a marriage girl, and she dressed up very well, and there are so many princes are there in front of her, and she went in between them, and she walked and passed all of them, and she did not garland any of them. Instead of that, she went near to the statue of Prithviraj Chauhan, and she garlanded that statue. So when garland that statue, as she declared that she married the Prithviraj Chauhan. So the next thing, all the people were brought, that means rude and overbearing, and all the gathering was angry, and they get angry on even to the King Jayachandra. And the next thing what had happened is, next paragraph, Prithviraj, who was hiding behind the statue, also in the garb of a doorman, whisked Sukanya away and put her upon his feet to make a fast gateway of his capital to Delhi. Prithviraj Chauhan then openly challenged Jayachandra to stop him from taking his wife. This made Jayachandra shake with rage at the insult in front of huge gathering of kings and princes. Jayachandra and his army gave honest chase, and the resultant string of battles between the two kingdoms fought in the following years. Both of them suffered heavy losses. Okay, now when Suganya reached near to the statue of Prithviraj Chauhan, and Prithviraj Chauhan was just hiding behind the statue, and he garlanded, and now she became the wife of Prithviraj Chauhan, and all the people gathered. They were angry, and they were surprised, and they were anxious about this work, and it was a very big insult to the Jayachandra, and Prithviraj now openly challenged Jayachandra to stop him by taking his wife away from his country to Prithviraj's kingdom, and this made a result in a very big battle in between both of them. And after that, these both dynasty, Prithviraj Chauhan and Jayachandra, had so many battles against in between them, and they both of them had to face so many challenges, and they both of them have so many losses in their kingdoms. So that was a story. Half of the story is finished here. So let us continue the rest of them in the next video. I hope you understood the story so far. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.